this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hollywood DA in the building. Welcome to This Is It. You saw the title, you clicked the link, you know what we're talking about. House of Dragons, Season 2, Episode 2. Crazy. I got my man Phenom 202 in the house. What's going on, man?
Phenom 202, DDA representative. Yo, this show is great, man. Like, this is what Game of Thrones...
You're giving it great already.
Already, man. This was what Game of Thrones was before, you know, it got bad. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna say, and I'm not gonna front, yo. I've been hearing people talk about like the last season of Game of Thrones wasn't that bad. If you go back and look at it. I didn't ever went back and looked at it. I might go back and give it another try just to see if I really hated it. But this is reminiscent of the first season Game of Thrones, man.
The last season Game of Thrones, I mean, it wasn't super trash as far as like compared to the rest of TV, but for Game of Thrones, it was trash. It was
The expectations was lower.
And just the way it happened, everything just happened so fast. They started jumping. It used to be a whole season and a half to get from one side of the Seven Kingdoms to the next. All of a sudden, they just jumping from here to here to here to here to here. I was like, yo, y'all doing all this shit like every week. They in a whole new, you know what I'm saying? We in King's Landing. We at the wall. We beyond the wall. We back in King's Landing. Like, it was all just like, I ain't like that.
All rushed.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of like, if I know the show's gonna be good, I'm willing to sit, you know what I'm saying, sit on the slow grind, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're dancing with a nice lady, yo. You know the body right. Yeah. Every now and then you might want to pop that, but sometimes you want to go ahead and get that slow grind on.
Get that and always honestly, and forever on, yo.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Sop you up with a biscuit, girl. And honestly, that's kind of, it's funny. That's what kind of leads into this episode. This episode was kind of a lot of story, a lot of talking, a lot of exhibition. I said exhibition. What's it when you talk about all the shit?
Exposition.
Exposition? I should know that from Teen Titans Go. You know, exposition. But, so it's a lot, you know, exhibition going on. I'll just jump into it. I mean, honestly, the show, and you know how we do, we just kind of jump around. The show, I mean, bookends of the show is my man, the crab master. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? King of the Crabs. I don't know if you want to be known as King of the Crabs, but...
Shoot, man. He looks scary, man. I don't know. I guess it's the guy with the half mask or whatever.
Yeah, the Phantom of the Opera Man. Yeah, my bad. I need to pull it. Look, we started on time today, and I ain't had this shit pulled up. But, I mean, what's his name, man?
Crab King, Crab Master.
Crab King, Crab Feeder.
Crab Feeder.
The Crab Feeder, yo. So, the Crab Feeder's out here. Basically attacking ships, killing the folks. Well, not even killing them. You're just nailing them to some driftwood and letting the crabs go at them. But how long does it would have to take for a crab to kill you, though? For real, you know how long? Even if it's a lot of them, man. You know how long it have to take for them to eat you, man.
I mean, too goddamn long, yo. I mean, because crabs don't eat fast. So, and the thing about it is, when they were showing people getting eaten at the beginning alive. Mm-hmm. Like they were missing limbs and just like, you know, nailed to the driftwood, like you said. Dog. Yeah, it's ugly. That's a hell of a way to go, yo.
It's the crab feeder, Craigus Drahar. You know, this whole universe has the names for your ass.
All right, let's just call him Craig, yo. His name Craig.
Yeah, Craig. So Craig and them out here attacking these ships and doing what it has to do. So you know, my man, my brother up here, Lord Corliss.
Corliss, man.
He, you know, this sneak snake. One of his ships got attacked, so he's like, basically, what we gonna do? Yeah. And you know, the king's like, well, we'll compensate you and you know the men that died, the families. He's like, yo, fuck all that, yo. Like, what we gonna do?
Yeah.
And your boy is still trying to. I don't know. Is he just a weak king?
I mean. He did say he wanted to be a peacetime king. He wanted to keep that. They had peace for a long time. But there's sometimes with peace, you got to flex that muscle sometimes, yo. know what I mean? And the thing about it is, when you have people on your council, they want you to ride for them because they're gonna
Yeah.
ride for you. And this is one Corliss is like, yo, you gotta flex some muscle. He's like, in time, in time. That's not where it's at right now. Corliss is like, yo, I'm ready to go off. I'm ready to circle the block and get these cash, yo.
Yes. Exactly, exactly. And you're right, especially if it's somebody on the small council, you know what I mean? In like, if anything, those would be the people you should ride for. Like, all right, let's just go ahead. Somebody hop on one of these dragons real quick. Just like you said, just spin the block real quick.
There you go.
Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? What my boy said back in the day on Making the Band. He was like, it's like the microwave. Come back around the block and reheat you. The one white dude said, "I was like, oh, okay, okay." He was like, you know what I'm saying? But
That's
yeah,
a bar, yo.
you just gotta go ahead and do that for the team. At least for the people in that room, you think you go ahead and step up for them. But
Facts.
I don't know, man. Yo, my man, he is killing.
And they
me
family
right
too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They family.
Yeah, I mean, he married into it. So we'll see what Viserys does on that note. And basically, like I said, I'm just hopping around. This whole story, the theme of the episode is The Bachelor, y'all. Everybody's trying to get this man married. I guess I will say, like, the show from the end of the first episode to now has been a mini time jump, six months. My boy Damon's has motherfucking just squatted up in Dragonstone.
Oh yeah. I mean, dog. I mean, you got a brother. You got, like, if your oldest brother did that, just came and sat in one of your cribs while you ain't there. I mean, do you really kick him out? You be like, I'm gonna let him live.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't really give a fuck that much. So, like, you know what I mean? As long as he ain't...
You don't live there.
Yeah, exactly. As long as he ain't causing too much... I mean, that's what it's like. He ain't he might be causing a little rift, but nothing major. And you know that's your brother. Like, you be like, yeah, I mean, we still good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, he's out there living his best life with the King's Guard. Is it the King's Guard? No, he got the City Guard.
Gold cloaks.
Yeah, the gold cloaks, the City Guard. They just... I guess he was like, they had that good night of killing and raping and pillaging, whatever the word is. It was like, fuck, we ride with you. Man. But
like I said before, yo, he put the battery in their backs, yo. If you don't get somebody a gun or, give them like a sword and armor and all that shit, you kind of want to use it, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he let them rock.
Yeah, and they, on a technicality, it's like, yo, the king swore them to me, so it's not like they're like breaking, like, yo, we just following the orders, like, you know what I mean?
They follow the rules, yo.
So he's out there, but like I said, swing back around. This is about the Bachelor, yo. Everybody's trying to get the king married, because everybody wants to be, the family that's next in line, even if it may not be you, but if it's your peoples over there, you know what I mean? You don't get looked out for in the future.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's down to my man Otto, the new little finger. I call him middle finger, yo. The new little finger. We spoke about it last week, how he kind of pushed his girl out there, yo. Crazy pimping.
I don't know. Did you? This whole episode was cringeworthy.
Oh yes, it was very cringeworthy.
Because.
Well, you go ahead and speak on it, yo.
In these days and times, yo, obviously times have changed so much. Like, this would never fly on TV, like, even the talk of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is a period piece. These are the things that happened back in the day. And then you realize, these grown men, like 40, 50 years old, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, man.
Crazy.
But and their fathers and mothers was like, yo, R. Kelly and their daughters, yo. Like, just,
you're right. That's exactly what it is, yo. Everybody, they're trying to get paid. They're like, yo, fuck it, yo. R. Kelly and their kids, for real, man.
It's
they're
crazy,
just giving
man.
them up. They're just giving them up. Like, yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, we heard the rumors, but it's all good. Like, you know what I mean? Go ahead. Get this money. So, basically, Otto has his lady up, Allison, yeah. He sent up there last week, so she been we find out she's been meeting with the king on a regular basis. When they're having their little talks while he plays with his train set and Legos or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? His little models. And I mean, you can tell he fancies her, yo.
I mean, she listens to him and she kind of talks real to him, so you can tell he's falling for her. And you can kind of see he's kind of hesitant about falling for her. Because he's like, it's a little uncomfortable. Yeah. But still, especially
man. The
dynamic.
Like, I'm just, and like, you date your daughter's best friend? Like, come on.
that never flies in today's day, yo.
I mean, I hope it don't fly. I mean, I guess it did. It happened on the show, but I hope it ain't fly never, yo. You date your daughter's best friend, and they the same age? Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's like if you dating like men go through like midlife crisis or whatever, end up dating like a 25-year-old and their daughter 25, even though they're not friends, they be like, yo, you dating somebody my age, that is never gonna fly. But for you to go date my best friend or marry my best friend,
best friend, that's nasty awards. Like this whole episode, you're right, cringe as fuck. This whole episode is a bunch of nasty awards from the kids to the pappies to the dads. Everybody's out here nasty, and and my boy Corliss, yo. You know, I ain't gonna lie, you I'll be rooting for him just because, lone brother on the show, man. You know what I mean? Brother on the show.
He making us look bad, dog.
Dog, when they showed his daughter out there, I was like, what the fuck?
Dog. I did this. When he's like, yo, you can marry my daughter, I was like, okay. I thought he had like an older daughter we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I was like, at least I was thinking like 20. Like, you know what I mean? So
they was at the jousting match. Her and her brother. I was like, hold up, that's the daughter he trying to marry? I was like, dog. And then
he was like 10, yo. Well, I guess she was 12 because he
was like, you know what? That might not be a bad idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, make our bloodline strong.
Yeah, get these families together. Like, I mean, honestly, I think everybody else on the council would have been down for it. Like, but it's crazy. It was crazy when he was like, yo, did your dad tell you to do that? Because she gave him a little speech, too. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We can get together, get this bloodline straight. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep it right. He was
pimping his daughter out, man.
He was like, what your mama say? She said, well, that you don't have to bed me till I'm 14. I was like, yo. Yo.
That whole episode, that whole part of the episode, I'm sitting there like, because I got a daughter, and she's 19. And there's no way, shape, or form I would ever give my daughter at 19 to a 40, 50-year-old man. That shit is not gonna fly. But even back then, I mean, like they never respected women. I mean, women was property, and
I mean, basically that's where you marry your daughters off. I mean, it's really like, I know this is the House of the Dragon, but I mean, this Game of Thrones. It's all about that power. The power is power. So I mean, you do what you do. Like, you know what I mean, mingling to get it all right. So if you want to get your influence in that court, go ahead, drop one of your daughters off. Like, boom, like
sell your soul, yo.
Yeah, you get her. You know what I mean, and they are, and it's crazy how they talk about it. 'Cause, I mean, it's almost like everybody falls in line. They be like, yo, it's your duty. You know what I mean? That's what I'm here for. Like, it's my job. Like, you know what I mean?
Your job is to stay married and make babies, yo, to keep the power in the family, yo. But it was like that. Like you kind of touched on they called it a date. You know what I'm saying? When he went out with the little girl, and he even knew that shit was cringeworthy as fuck. He was like, yo, this shit ain't right on any level, yo. And you think Damon wouldn't do some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? To preserve power? I started thinking about that, like, would Damon do this? Is his moral compass more skewed than his brother's? Because Viserys is like, I got some moral integrity. She can't be 12, but she can be 14. I mean, it's all bad all the way around. It's crazy.
I mean, ain't no telling what Damon would do in that situation. I mean, he only like his wife. I mean, he got married for, like he said, I ain't get to choose my wife. So, if anything, he would just marry her and just be like, whatever, just put her in the corner and just keep messing with his
It's
reformed hooker.
concubine, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. His muse. I shouldn't call her a reformed hooker, but you know what I'm saying. His muse he got going on. I will say, off of that quote unquote date, the walk through the garden, we definitely got a nice little conversation between Rhaenyra and Rhaenys. Is it Rhaenys?
Rhaenys. Yep.
So,
Yo, that was a good ass conversation.
Yeah, basically, Rhaenys was like, "Yeah, this is what it is. Oh, you think you don't be king, huh? This is what it is." She's like, and you know what I mean? And it was crazy because Rhaenyra tried to hit her with the, because she was like, "How you feel about it?" She was like, "Whatever. How you feel about it?" She was like, "Yo, I don't like this shit." Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, this ain't right. So,
I mean, you know, she didn't want to give her daughter away. I mean,
yeah,
and that's the thing.
mean,
like,
that's a little kid. So, go ahead.
What's her name? The queen that never reigned, or something like that. I can never remember the queen.
I think the queen that never was, or
The queen that never
like
was.
Yeah.
So you know, she's sitting there on the bench, like, yo, I see you peeping out what's going on. You know what's about to happen, and ain't nothing you can do about it because you never gonna be queen. Because my daughter gonna pop out some babies for this dude, even though I don't like it.
Yeah.
And before, and they said the men will put a torch to this realm before they let a woman sit on the throne. You know?
Exactly. And I mean, she's already been through it. And you know, Rhaenyra, she tried to throw a little shade when she was like the other queen that never was. Like she even mentioned that she was like, "Well, I'm different." And Shorty's head, she was like, "You ain't different." Right. She was like, "You're young. You young. You got a lot to learn. You about to see what's gonna be happening going forward."
Yeah.
So.
But it's crazy, man. It just shows like people will cut their nose off to spite their face, no matter what. You can have a good person lined up, and they will, whether it was Obama, whether it was Hillary, whatever, and whatever way you go, they was like, I don't want them, and they will do anything not to have it. They will set this country ablaze before they let that shit happen again. And that's how it is going here. Like these men, like because Raina, that's Rhaenyra's, what's her name?
Rhaenys, I believe. Rhaenys.
So so when she was in the room, when they was talking about, we'll get to that too, because her uncle.
Go ahead, that's good. You can go ahead, man. We just.
Oh my gosh, her uncle was like, said, "Yo," or somebody came into the room was like, "Yo, somebody stole an egg, a dragon's egg."
Yes, the stealing of the egg. Mm-hmm.
So. They was like, it was Damon. He left a note and everything, saying, "I'm about to get married and about to have a baby, yo." Yeah. So he's like, "Yeah, I did it. Come see me." Yeah. So homegirl was like, "Yo, what egg they take?" They took Prince Balin's egg. That's insult because that was the egg that was supposed to be Viserys' son's egg for the crib.
Yeah.
So he didn't just take any egg. He took a specific one, targeting his brother.
Yeah. He took the heir for the day egg. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
And the thing about it is, Rhaenyra was like, let's go send some dragons on them. Let's ride on with the dragons. And dude was like, nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
They shut her up. They said, yo, they still don't believe that she's ready or ever be ready. So yeah, she might be the heir now. She's not gonna be the real heir. That's how they feel, yo.
Yeah. And we'll just jump into that as far as like you said. So my boy Damon's out there living his best life in Dragonstone. Well, I shouldn't even say he's living his best life because it sounds like he's bored as fuck. He itching for some action from some way somehow. I don't think he really wants to go to war with his brother or anything, but he's just trying to get a rise out of like you know what I mean, just poking the bear like whatever, like you know what I mean, like on some old little brother shit. Basically, like, whatever, I ain't touching you. I ain't touching you. I ain't touching you. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, as you said, he came in there, stole a dragon egg, stole that specific dragon egg, and basically it was like, yo, I'm getting married to my concubine,
Yep.
So, he was like, yo, come to the wedding. It's tomorrow. Basically, well, it won't tomorrow, but basically like
2 days time.
Yeah, he was like, the wedding's here. Like, come on. So, of course, that being a sign of disrespect, Viserys is like, yo, fuck it. Gotta send my hand out there, Otto. Go out there, get the egg back, and you gotta go ahead and get Daemon the boot. So they ride out there. Well, ain't to ride. They on the boat. Come out there. They're on the bridge going towards Dragonstone. Damon meets him out there. And honestly, I mean, this is definitely the best part of the show to me. Like this episode, this was that whole little standoff. It was a lot of friction.
A lot of
there.
tension. Yeah.
A lot of tension. There you go. There you go. Tension was there, yo. Like some German bulldogs, as man Lux was saying. I know it never makes sense, but that's a whole nother battle rap shit. But the tension was there.
Yeah.
You know, your boy Otto. I give it to Otto though. I don't know if he could fight or not, but he was definitely talking that shit because he was dogging Shorty out. Shorty was standing right there. He was like,
yo, she like, hold on, why I'm getting this fire? Yo, I ain't getting shit. I'm just standing here, yo. But that's because, you know, she didn't really know what was going on. Because we've come to find out, he didn't really tell her what the play was. And that was an idiot move, yo. You could have like, yo, this is what it's gonna be. I'm trying to get this power. You know what I'm saying? But she like, hold on, I'm pregnant and you supposed to be marrying me? Nah, that ain't what we signed up for. Now you ain't say nothing to me about that.
Dog, she was making the faces of the bridge like, what? What? Your boy Damon is wild, yo.
Yeah,
wild, wild child, for real.
But they was about to get wild for the night on that bridge, though. Like, there was.
But like I said, Otto was just trashing her ass. She's like, yo, let's with this whore, this like, don't nobody respect you. So, you know, they was about to get out. They, like you said,
they pulled them swords out.
You know, what happened? The dragon stepped up. I'm gonna have to learn these dragons' names, but that's just too much. It ain't too much. There's only 10 of them. But basically, Damon's dragon heard. I don't know if he heard it or what. And then he did a little call. It was like It's like I watched this shit again. Like he did a little bird call. Then look it up. It was your boy. Was like what you like? Calm yourself down.
Yeah, you slow down, yo. Dog, if I had a dragon, I'll be talking cash shit to everybody, yo.
All the time.
Ain't nobody say shit to me, yo. Nobody, yo. I will light this bitch up in a heartbeat, yo.
Exactly. And it was funny because when he did see the dragon, he was like, yo, sheathe your fucking swords. He was like, it went from we about to get busy to like, yo, put all that shit away. Like, yo.
Yeah. They ain't want the smoke literally or the fire. None of that shit, yo.
Exactly.
But I mean, and that's the part of Game of Thrones I want to see, yo. I want to see dragons every week. They ain't gotta be killing shit, but they gotta come bring like, yo, he was perched up there like, just give me the word, boss, and I will flame these cats, yo. You know
exactly. So,
what David don't realize, they got dragons on their side too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like it's like he realized it, but he didn't realize it today. You know, he know, but. So your boy Otto was shaking in his boots. All of a sudden, you get a little backup, yo. So Rhaenyra comes up. Wow. Riding her shit.
That shit was fire.
Like, yeah, the cavalcade. Yeah, it was fire. How she rode it. She just rode up like, whatever. Like, boo.
She looked like Daenerys on there, yo. She looked like, like when I saw her, I was like, yo, that really looks like her. Riding that dragon, yo. But when she came through that fog, that shit was like, that CGI was on point.
It was. So I will give them that. Like, it's been some. I ain't gonna lie. If you look at some of the background, like some of the scenes when they show like the city, like from afar, like when they look in the windows, some of the CGI is a little sketchy. But they've been fine. The dragons all been looking good. That's where they spend a lot of money on the dragons. That's why I don't know how many dragons we gonna get. We gonna probably have a couple of episodes out of some dragons because
that budget.
Like, that budget is like whoo. But so she rolls up, boom, and then, you know, she get to talking to Damon. And, I mean, we're not book readers, folks. Just so you know. We are not book readers.
But we can read, we just ain't read these books.
Yeah, there we go. We're readers of books, just not these books. And I hope, I shouldn't even say shit. But either way, we don't know what's going to happen between Damon and Rhaenyra. But they still got that that Game of Thrones tension. Yes.
Man. So she sees right through his bullshit. Like, she's like, come on, dog. Like, you gotta kill me to get the throne. You ain't gonna do it. No, you took the egg. Just get the egg back, yo. Stop messing around, yo. And he's looking at her like, I think she looks at him like maybe the cool uncle / maybe lover whatever. I don't know, man. That tension is like kind of popping.
I mean, she always be looking at him like, even when it was, because she was upset when he asked for favor from her, when he asked for favor from Otto's daughter. Like, that time, you could tell she was kind of waiting for it. It was like, oh, nope. He was like, yo, because he was fucking with Otto at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Messing with his
getting under his skin.
Yeah.
Yo, Damon's a habitual line stepper, yo.
Yeah, that's
like, everybody, yo.
That's exactly what he is.
Everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought that part was really excellent, yo, that conversation. She called him on this bullshit, and he just tossed the egg back to her, yo. Like, take this shit.
Yeah, exactly. So he just tossed it back. And no, he ain't just tossed it back though. He hit it with the sketch my little no look professor.
No look.
He like, I was like, yo, y'all just doing that with the dragon ass? You know what I'm saying? He just out there like some more Harlem Globetrotter shit to her ass. She caught it.
I don't even know if that was like a Fabergé egg. I don't know how hard or delicate them eggs are.
I don't say how delicate it is, but you know, he definitely gave her a little, you know what I mean, no look magic toss to her. They packed up and went back in. As you said, he ended up having a conversation with his muse. I need to learn her name. It's with the M. See, this is why I don't... Because it's almost like, I'm like, yo, you should know these names. You reviewing this shit. Yo, these names is all crazy, yo.
Yeah.
If her name was Michelle, I guess I would know her name. Like, if her name was Melissa, but it's something with the M. And I thought you was gonna have my back on this one, man.
I don't, because I don't never know no names, yo.
You been helping me out here. But either way, they get into it like you said, it was real. She didn't really know none of his plans. She's like, yo, you out here playing games, like you don't know what I'm just you know what I'm saying, looked at as a piece of property. I'm a whore. I've been out here in these streets. You don't know what I had to do to make it this far. Like, I'm not about the games. Like, you know what I mean? So.
But you know, she kind of reminds me of in the first Game of Thrones, Tyrion's concubine he had. Cause she was down for the team. Like, she was getting sold and all that stuff, but she was looking to get saved, and you know, we thought she really loved him at that time, and she ended up piping his dad.
But she didn't love him. I ain't gonna say she did. She thought he betrayed her, but he really wasn't trying to. Yeah, but no, it wasn't even when they got married. Remember, he tried to send her away. He was like, yo, you got to go.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to save her.
Because remember, even when they was married, he was still fucking with her, you know what I mean? Because he wasn't messing with Sansa at all. It was when he tried to send her away, and she was like, oh, really? That's what you're doing? Like, you just don't be like, whatever? Like, so that's when she switched. Even though that's not a good excuse to switch and fuck my dad. Like, I'm with you there.
Nah,
you
can't let my dad pipe, yo. Nah, it ain't happening. But I think Shorty right here, she a rider, yo. She just want to be. I mean, I can say she's a rider. She's trying to get on the side of comfort and stability, and she said that. She made that known.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's. I mean, most women just want stability. You know, they can be protected or what have you, and so she definitely gonna ride with Damon. And I mean, she talks to Damon though, like even though she is a quote unquote like, I mean, I don't want to say lower class. I'm trying to think. I mean, at least back in this time,
back in the day,
she was like beneath him, whatever. But she talks to him like freely, and he listens to her. On top of that, you know what I mean. So it wasn't because she gave him a little berating. I mean, not too crazy, but at the same time, it was definitely out of. I'm sure if it was any other woman like that, it would be like, yo, whatever, like toss her ass out the window type shit. So,
facts.
So I think he definitely cares for her because he definitely had this. Yo, I can't wait till we see his wife.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what she got to come around. Yo, she can't be hidden, yo. She got to come around.
He must hate her ass. Like, when they sent him away, like, that was the punishment. The first episode was like, go home to your wife. This nigga's like, yo, fuck all that. I'm just so good at dragon stuff. Like, this funny.
He's like, nah, I'm about to go squat at Dragonstone, yo. Like, I'm literally gonna be a squatter, yo. Because Randall was like, yo, hold up. You steal my castle. This is given to me, yo. You know what I'm saying? So she even made it known, like, yo, dog, she kind of pulled his card too. So, and that's kind of like, I think he that's the second time he got embarrassed, though, in my opinion. Like, the first one he got beat, at the jousting match. At this one, his niece come in there and say like, "What you doing, dog? Like you lied about marrying somebody, might lie about getting somebody pregnant. I got another dragon. You gave me the egg back, and then you got berated by your woman, yo." He took some L's in this episode, man.
Yeah, he did take some L's, yo. That's been my boy. He's been taking some L's, though. He definitely took some L's. So after this confrontation, we go back to King's Landing. You know, King's mad at daughter. They do whatever. They talk that shit. Blah blah blah. She's like, "Yo, go do what you gotta do," because he's still. I don't even know what the word is. Contemplating or what have you. I mean, 6 months is short though. Like your wife just died 6 months ago. They're like, "No, you gotta get married, dog." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta get back on that horse, buddy.
So he's just like, you know, "I gotta do it." She was like, "I understand. It's for the realm." So he has them a little council meeting. Gives out a good morrow, folks. I just said I'm getting married. And everybody, I guess most people were, because he had talked to kind of, well, not everybody.
That came up.
But he's talked to different people throughout that's in the council, like one-on-one, or he talked to Otto and the Meister. Like, as you said, everybody's been like, "Yo, marry Corliss's daughter. Like, it's a good idea." He talked to one dude. The one dude was like, "Yo, just do it. Like, he'll do it."
Yeah.
So I think everybody was anticipating him when he said, "I get married," to say Corliss's name. And nope, he says, "I'm marrying Allison." And everybody's like, "What the fuck?" And even Rhaenyra was like, "Yo," but she saw that look. Like even before he said it, because when I watched it back, when he was like, "I'm marrying," Allison started getting like nervous, like you see her face, and Shorty looked at her, was like, "Oh, this was about to happen." Like she gave her like the look, and then Allison looked at her, was like even more nervous, and then when he said her name, she was like, "Fuck you," basically. Like she ain't say it, but you know that's what you can see it in her eyes. It was crazy.
I mean,
I'll get to it. Go ahead.
It was effed up, but you know, Allison has been nervous the whole, like her fingers is all messed up because she keeps picking with her fingers and her hands are bloody. Yeah. Her dad even called her out and was like, "Yo, you one of the prettiest girls in the realm. Stop messing with yourself, though. This self-sabotaging ain't a good look for you." But circle back at the beginning of the episode, towards the beginning, where they were comforting each other about the losses of their mothers when they were in the keep.
Yeah.
And
they got a little tension too. But my bad, go ahead.
They were like really like, you know, I felt like it was like that "I'm here for you" type shit. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, Allison is being fed to her daddy, yo. Yeah. Even though she don't want to be, she is, yo.
But I definitely think Rhaenyra's upset, especially if she's been in the dark on it. It really wasn't a big reveal to, I guess, to the audience watching the show, because it was like, I mean, I kind of already knew who was. I mean, I think it was, everybody saw that coming a mile away, but it was definitely like the characters in this show, it was like it was shocking to them.
Yeah.
So Corlys is basically like, "Yo, fuck it, I'm out."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, Rhaenyra gave him like whatever, fuck it, I'm out.
Yeah.
And Viserys is still, he's just looking like, what did I do? Like, I don't like him, man.
I think look. I think he a sucker, yo. He don't have any spine to be a king. And I guess, I mean, from the kings and queens we've seen in Game of Thrones, everybody was pretty evil or had moral ambiguity, as long as I like to say. Their compass wasn't always aligned. Like even Robert Baratheon, he was banging strippers and had kids outside the marriage, and then, you know, Cersei and Joffrey, and only thing I think Tommen was the only one that, well, he went crazy and jumped off the building.
But he was a punk ass king too, though.
He was a punk king.
He let the motherfuckers come in and take his wife. They put the queen in prison, and he was sitting in the tower like, "I don't know what to do." Like,
exactly, yo. So I mean, I Viserys, I'm not feeling him as a king. I thought one of the telltale signs. I mean, this has nothing to do with anything, but his finger, yo. His finger's rotten because he cut his hand on the throne. That's the same one. And they was putting that shit in the maggots to get rid of the rot, yo. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Oh, he definitely, that throne is fucking, it's funny. It's almost like now that you mention that, like, it just hit me, yo. It's like a metaphor, yo. You sit in that chair, yo. That chair's gonna eat your ass up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, Cause he got the shit on his ass that can't heal. Now he got this fucking fingers. Like, you know what I mean? Like that chair, it's like the throne is
It's a work hazard, yo.
Yeah. Be careful what you wish for type of shit. Like, yo, the throne, is it really worth it?
But you the king though, yo. You can be like, yo, let's have my servants knit me a pillow or something, an ass pillow or something like that. Or let's put some coats, put something on these pointy
like,
things. So
it's all about tradition, and you're supposed to be the king. You're supposed to be able to handle all this, yo. So I mean, it's traditions and all that. I mean, of course you can break it, but who's gonna be this punk bitch couldn't even sit on the throne? Like, you know me. Trust me, there's gonna be some people that's gonna test you on that.
Oh, no doubt.
I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
No, like you're right. Because I mean, like a man's man, you sit on the throne, like everybody else sat on it. Now you can't handle it. Now you cut your finger, shit's rotten, and they stick that shit in back. I'm like, dog. When I saw that, I'm like, yo, I'm glad. 21st century. I'm glad I was born in the 21st century with modern medicine. Because maggots on my body and burning me with shit. Nah, I'm good. Yeah. I am super good.
So after that happens, the episode ends with my man Corliss going out to see Damon. Basically, he's like, yo, we second sons. We don't get no respect. What it is, this man, crab feeders out here, Craig and them out here fucking shit up. You want to get your respect, get your name up. Let's go handle this motherfucker. I'm going to ride with you. And, you know what I'm saying? At that point, you get your name up. Basically, he's hyping him up to...
the battery is back, yep.
Yeah, to get him ready to be next in line. I mean, he's already... Honestly, he's still at this point... Well, no, he is not at this point the heir. Because he named Rhaenyra. But, you know, basically, he's looking at this point. You can get your name up. And you can take that throne... especially if he doesn't have any male children, you know what I mean. So
that's always in play.
So
that aspect is always in play, yo. Like, because you're a dude, you're a man. Even though she's the heir, we have to vote on that. Because when the king died, the rules don't always stick, yo.
Yeah, for real, yo. They always go against that shit. You already know. Especially if you got some people that's got a little power behind it, like to go against it. So we'll see what happens, man. I guess the crab feeders don't kind of be like. I think he's on. I mean, going to be kind of like the over. I don't even know what the word I'm looking for.
The villain.
The villain. I mean, yeah, but just like over the whole season.
Overarching.
The overarching like thing. Because I don't think. Well, we'll see how they do it, but I was like, I can't see like Damon just going out and attacking him next episode type of shit. But you never know. But
I don't know, dog. I saw the preview for the next episode.
Oh, see, I haven't seen the preview yet.
Don't watch it.
If he does attack him, he's gonna probably take an L. Then that's what I don't think. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, because they're hyping this dude. I mean, you can't have him. They gave him an intro and an outro scene. You know, he can't lose in one battle. So we'll see what happens.
But the funny part about that conversation, yo, like kind of what you brought up, when he said they were second sons, it's like, yo, man, he like, yeah, we might be second sons, but is your brother king? Like, he's still like, that's what Damon said to Corliss, like, no, we ain't, you might think we on the same level, we not on the same level. But then, but Corliss was like, yo, I can get you that power. If you fight this battle for me, I guarantee you'll be king, yo. That's basically what he was saying in so many words, yo.
Yeah, it definitely was an interesting dynamic. But even the first episode, Corliss rode for Damon in. Because even when they were like, who's going to be the heir, Corliss was like, yo, you already got it. Damon's going to be the heir, right? Like, when Damon was listening on the conversation, they want him to do it. Corliss was the only person like, yo, it was going to be Damon. And he was already kind of thinking that Viserys was a punk all the first episode. So this episode was just gave him a reason to ride out. And you're right. I mean, I will say, go ahead.
I'll say Corliss back to gold, yo. Like, back to blue, he's back to gold, yo. Because he's like, yo, Damon is doing the right thing. He's fighting, getting rid of the rapists and the thieves and all that stuff. I don't see a problem with what he's doing, yo.
Yeah, yep. He definitely backed the gold on that, and I just think he just wants somebody that's gonna handle some business because he's about his money. He's like, all this other shit is fucking up money.
Yeah.
And no, I was gonna say though, I will say that Damon, like, he still has respect for his brother though, because it's not like I'm interested to see how it's gonna go because I don't think Damon hates his brother, and his brother definitely doesn't hate him, even though he sent the people out there. Like even in the first episodes, he was like, "Yo, it's my brother. Yo, I'm gonna ride. Like, see, I'm a city guard. This and that. Like, he's my boy. You know." It wasn't until he did some drastic shit that he made. It was like, "Yo, you gotta go home."
Yeah.
Because Damon was talking to him. He was like, "Yo, my brother isn't good at." Your boy was like, "Of course, like what?" He was like, "He isn't good at being king." And then when Corliss said something smart, he was like, "Yo," he was like, "I could talk shit about him. You don't talk shit about him." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo," he was like, "No, no, no." It's like your favorite player. Yo, shout out, not even my favorite player, but you know, AI hometown king, AI Bumper Chuck in the building. Like, you know, I'll talk some shit about Chuck. Yeah, I'll be like, "Yo, this nigga is a gunning motherfucker." Blah, blah, blah. Soon some other people, I'll be like, hold up, man. You ain't from VA. You ain't from, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That Peninsula District, that PD, bro. You can't be talking about Chuck. Like, you don't talk about him. We talk about him. You don't talk about him. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yo.
So,
Exactly, yo.
so
Yeah, but it's like on the Office show. There was one episode of the Office when Mike they was in the warehouse and somebody said Mike said, "Damn, Jan could be such a bitch, yo." And somebody said, "Yeah, she could be." Hold on, that's my girlfriend. You talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can do it. You can't do it, yo. But I mean, look, I'm interested to see how this is gonna play out, that dynamic. I mean, they already setting up Damon to be like causing drama with his family, and you know, if he goes out there and fight the Crab King or whatever, it's going to set off something because he didn't have the blessing of his brother to do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's one part we need to talk about too with mates. So remember when she said something, Rhaenyra said something about sending the dragons to go get the egg back. They was like, nope. They're like, no, you need to go out there and pick somebody to be in the King's Guard, yo. So she go out there with Otto. They're looking at the people. They're like, all these people stepping up with their credentials and all that stuff. Then the dude she crushing on, step up. Christian Cole.
Yeah.
Steps up. I used to fight, yo.
But I gotta say though, with the credentials was pretty trash, yo.
Poachers.
But he was like, the way he was like, yo, he stopped a poacher. Other dude was like, yo, she was like, yo, have any of y'all basically like been in a real fight type of shit? So one, I mean, like you said, she's definitely crushing on him too, and that's Damon's arch rival. You know what I mean? He just spoke up, talked a little shit to him on the bridge. She's like, yeah, you remember me?
That was funny.
He was like, I knocked you off. You don't remember me? I'm the nigga that knocked you off your mount, motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. So he's definitely going to be playing a huge part going forward as far as, you know what I mean? I could definitely see him playing a huge part going forward. What's going to happen? Well, I should say huge. I was just say he'll be a main character because your boy might kill him off before the season's over.
So I did a little bit of research, a little bit of reading. So Christian Cole, he fought alongside Sir Dondarrion. And Dondarrion was the ancestors to Beric Dondarrion. Beric in Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, he was the dude that had the eye patch over his face. Remember that Melisandre rose him from the dead? Like he will never die. Yeah. That's his peoples, yo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One of the seven. Was it seven guys? What are they called? The Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood that they pay homage to the fire and all that stuff.
The fire, yeah, because it kept bringing them back to life.
Yeah. That's his people. He got that bloodline, yo.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, yo.
So, I mean, he's definitely a rider. I mean, he said he'd been on the front lines. He was like, I was a foot soldier for a year and a half out there, so I can handle it.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
she did pick him.
They're going to end up together, man. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. If she don't end up with Damon, they don't end up together. And then Damon's going to be mad and try to kill him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I read the books. Don't ruin it. Please don't ruin it. Don't know, leave no more comments, but it's gonna probably get ruined. I shouldn't even said that shit. But shit, man. guess we could go ahead and wrap this up, man. You know what I mean? How you feel about this show, man? Like, what you giving this, man?
How many dragons I'm gonna get this?
There you go.
10 dragons. I get this a solid 9, yo. And I like the exposition so far. It doesn't seem, I mean, it's needed. The conversations, like some people may deem it slow. I don't. I think it's like necessary, especially to keep conversation, because they felt like they were bonded in trust, and then the trust was broken when her daddy picked her to be Allison to be his wife, yo.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like it's a crazy show. I give it a 9, yo. What you give it?
I give it a solid. I ain't gonna give it a 9. But you see, this is Game of Thrones. I know it's not Game of Thrones. House of Dragons, Game of Thrones, that universe rating. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying. A 5 in this year rate in this world is not a 5 in the regular world. Like, you know,
Gotcha.
I do it on a higher standard. I give it like an 8, man. It was solid. It was definitely super, super solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the episode. And like I said, any other show, this would definitely be like a 9. You know what I mean? What have you. I will say it was a lot of exposition. I mean, not even so much, just a lot of talking, a lot of this and that. Where you kind of learn. I have an understanding from watching Game of Thrones of how the power shit goes down. Like,
Power structure.
Power structures, marrying this, marrying that, boom, boom, boom. Like, you know, combining the houses, how it works. But it was a lot of that. What I do wish is a random thing, and I probably should have mentioned it earlier, but we don't get out of here. We can talk about next week. The only thing that hurts me when it's a lot of talking like this is there's no Tywin and there's no Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tywin and Tyrion was my comic relief, yo. Tyrion just because he was, like, funny, so to speak. And
He drinks and he knows things. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Tywin was just, like, the motherfucking asshole. But he'd be saying some funny shit. He'd be like, oh, whatever. Like, he'd be testing, like, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
He was an asshole, so the shit was funny to me, you know? So It's just, if they had some kind of, not even so much comedy relief, but like a Tywin type of character, like somebody's just like, yo, this is what it is, like, talk some shit.
Yeah.
Like, talk this shit for real.
Yeah.
I'll be more into it. But like I said, it's definitely a solid episode. I'm looking forward. I mean, I don't think they could, I will say, even with it being the 8, of course it's not a 10, you can be like, yo, they could have did better at 10-10. I mean, for first 2 episodes, like, establishing the world and this and that,
yeah,
I don't know if they could really did it much better, man.
Yeah, and from what I gathered, the world's going to change too, yo. So I mean, this is not a spoiler, but I mean, I know in the casting, they really casted the girls to be young, and then they got other people playing them as older people coming down the pipe.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I already heard that. Yeah, because it was talking about young. Because that's what it was like. Yo, shorty such as quote young Renara. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
yeah, so from what I gather, there's gonna be a lot of jumping ahead over the duration of time. Yeah,
they got 172 years to play with till to Game of Thrones time. You know what I mean? So
hey, look, as long as they get to Jamie Lannister killing the Mad King, yo.
Yeah, if it ends with that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. We'll see how it goes.
Facts.
But that's it. Thank y'all for watching. You know what I'm saying? House of the Dragon, episode 2. Crazy. Of course, if you did watch, share, like the video. It always helps. And we'll be back here next week. You know, we'll jump back on it next week. Another live show. Well, I don't know. Does HBO? Because HBO sometimes holidays don't play it on Sunday. Have you heard anything?
I'm looking at it now, September 4th. So that's that's Sunday.
You know, sometimes with HBO Sunday shows on holidays, sometimes they won't do it. But there it is. I'm glad they are doing it because I ain't gonna be doing shit. This way I can watch it a couple of times, get my drink on. I ain't got to work Monday morning, bitches. So everybody out there, enjoy yourself. Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. Hollywood DA, Phenom 202. And we out, yo. House of Dragon.
Yep.
You can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, because this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, cause this is where it's at.